Cancer, July 2022. All right. Right now, you're having a difficult time being able to decide between your emotional thoughts and your rationalized thoughts about a situation, which is impairing you from making a step forward, or having the foresight to see a situation through to the next step or the solution. And this may be a time where you'll have to use your intuition more, or you are using your intuition more because there's less tangible evidence. There's less clues. So there's more gaps that you're filling in yourself, or you're having a hard time filling in those gaps and have come to a halt and making a decision about something. It has to do with the future. You're unable to see what's coming down the road, like most of us are, most of the time. And you're trying to see if there is something coming towards you that you've been waiting for. There's almost this, you aren't able to see because you've got your back turned in the wrong direction. It's as if you are super hyper focused in one area of your life to the detriment of maybe getting a different perspective. Or maybe there just isn't enough information to give you a different perspective, but there's hope here and plans for the future, and whatever conflict you're having mentally about this, it seems as if there is something coming down the road for you. You consciously know that there is some sort of balance being created here. There will be a give and a take in a situation, and although you might be on the other side of that give and take than you want to be, you understand how this process in life works and how the universe works in terms of the fairness and how things are divvied up. It isn't always what we call equal in the eyes of a human experience, more of the universal balance of things. There may be some aid that you may be available to you, or somebody might be deciding whether they want to give you something, or you might be deciding whether you want to give something to someone else, or how to divvy up giving up something to someone else. In the past, I see there was a collaboration of sorts. There was an advertising of said project, said skills, a club, some kind of unionization of something. So there could have been some group effort to create a tangible outcome or result, and there is some sorts of divvying up of who gets what, the fairness of, well, you did this and he did this and she did this and they did this, so who gets what, and let's try to make it fair. You might be having some struggles with understanding how that's all going to come about in a fair and balanced way that helps everybody move along to stability, tangible stability, it seems. In the deep recesses of your mind, you may feel like you're having to do some editorial work underneath the surface, you might be feeling a little bit scorned almost, like deep down, maybe you're almost being passive aggressive in nature about how you've been treated in this situation. You may have felt like hindsight's 2020. If I had known that this would be like this, I wouldn't have done it this way. You might be feeling a little bit left out in the cold, and not in terms of like you've chosen to go in your, maybe you are deciding, you deep down you've already decided, you've already made the decision to go your own way, but yet you are still trying to be consciously, you're trying to be fair about who gets what rights, who gets what money, who gets, maybe even in I don't see death here at all, but in terms of family transitions, if somebody gets old and they have to go into a home, okay, who's going to live in the house now? Are we going to sell the house? Where's the money going? Is the money helping them doing this? Is it going to do this instead? It's almost as if you've already gotten very clear on what you want and what you need from past experiences you've gone through in this situation or with other situations in your life. And you're maybe underneath it all more clear than you maybe realize, but you're trying to be fair and you're trying to balance the situation out and in the external circumstances, and being, that's your main external focus is the balancing of the situation and the divvying up of things. However, deep down you're feeling a little bit maybe like not selfish but self-aware, and this is going to come to you as quite a shock. This might actually come up from the surface in a way that kind of suddenly, like, boom, something happens externally and you're forced to be more self-involved in this situation, or take your own reins and move forward in your own way. This also could be from some kind of epiphany. Some kind of information comes in externally to you. It could be a download from the universe as well. This is the psychic kind of part of the chart as well. So you would be like having, when you're off on your own, just knowing who you are from what you've experienced and your prior wounds of the past, you are reflecting on where you've been and thinking about where you want to go, or knowing that you have a certain goal in mind, and then suddenly this thing happens or this idea pops in your head and you know exactly what to do. This also could be an independent streak that suddenly comes up and hits you, and is expressed maybe in a way that may shock other people. It may very well be like that people never really saw you this way, and all of a sudden there's like this new spark and flame of, whoa, this person's really different now. This person has a different streak now to them. In the future, I see you sharing what you've learned from the situation. There's a gift here. There's a big gift here, because there's kind of sharing here and there's a gift here as well. I think you're consciously aware that there's something coming into play for you, and that you will either receive it. It might have been from the past. It may be an inheritance. It may be something that you've worked on in the past that's come full circle and is now going to bring forth some kind of tangible abundance. But even if it's not tangible, like physical wealth, it's something that you will cherish. There's a cherished kind of nostalgic thing. The memories themselves of this special time will be important. It might have been a collaboration, a group of friends from the past kind of reestablishing, sharing of the memories of the past. This independence may now come as a shock to you. Or you may see yourself as suddenly being very illogical about the situation as well. You might also have been deep down might be kind of not sabotaging, but creating the change that is happening. You may feel like you're kind of out of control in a way, but deep down this change is coming in because you want it to, deep down in your subconscious mind. Your advice is to create balance in all things, to make sure things are harmonious, to make the decisions that are best for all involved, that create a balance in your life and in others' lives. If this is to do with love, it would be finding that childlike wonder and magic from the past and using that as a guiding light into this unionization. A lover from the past very well could be involved in this situation. They would be potentially a water sign, a fire sign. They could have earth in their chart as well, so that's kind of like a mixed bag there. But I see Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, Gemini. So many things coming up. So if it pertains, it pertains. If it doesn't, let it go. Your advice, though, is to come together with somebody or someone to join, to make the decision to unite. How others see you as, they see you as taking initiative. They see you as being the spark of the situation, the one that's getting things cooking. You're flying forward, taking action, and you're passionate about what you're starting. I see that. They're seeing that you have some potential in this, that there's potential in this for you, whatever you're starting or beginning. You're hoping that things will move much faster now that you've gotten through the muck and the mire of making the decision that or seeing the outcome of the period that you've been stuck in, waiting for the ships to come in, waiting for things to go your way, and seeing a union and like the balance of like give and take within this union, within this collaboration. You're hoping that things are to move forward much faster now that the details have been sorted out, and the deets are all squared away. And it seems like with the amount of fire that's going on in this area of the reading, that things do. It's like a match, I see a lot of fireworks going on with this card. 4th of July fireworks. You might have your antenna up at this time as well, and receive your connection to spirit might be exceptionally strong, especially when you're alone, and maybe you've gone through something that's like kind of isolated you a little bit, or made you feel like better off in your own company. When you're away from this union or whatever's going on, your antenna will be so strong that it will be like an electrical connection to source. You'll be able to get super downloads. It'll come in much faster. So whatever's going on, just be ready for great insight, because it seems like you're getting it deep down in your subconscious. It's not coming to you in the tangible realm right away, but it will be there in your mind's eye. The outcome. A gift, a sharing of one's emotional depths, of true nature of love, the deepest love for someone or something. Childlike wonder that sometimes takes a lifetime really to come to fruition. This new cycle begins that leads you down a road towards complete emotional bliss, and you are very passionate about this new beginning and the direction it's going in, but also are able to maintain potency. Whatever flame flickers, whatever cup runneth over, you'll be able to maintain those two things in balance and harmony. Your passions and your emotions will be in balance in order to continue moving forward to create a new legacy for yourself, a new family. There'll be something to hold and cherish, memories made from this unionization, from this collaboration, that will feed the future. And you might not be able to see them right now with your physical eyes, but you will be able to tell with your mind's eye if you listen to your inner guides, to your higher self. When you are quiet, you will be able to find the direction, and you will go towards this new found passion and drive that you have, a new love of life again. All right, have a good one.